Hi, I'm Sandesh Bhusal and this is my Power BI analysis of Tesla EV stalls sales data set, and it covers around 10,000 orders across the 2025 and 2026, and my report has the 4 pages which comes about overview, customer analysis, products and channel and operation, and I'll walk through the key finding on each. So this is my overview page, and total net sales are around the 2.38 billion across the 10,000 order in between the 2008 units. So this last number cancellation rate, which is about the 24.63%, you can see over here, and that's turned out to be one of the most important findings in the whole data set, and I'll comes back to later. And this is the line chart shows net sales by the months from the starting 2025 to 2026, and there is no strong sensibility across full 2 years, and it flat with some month to month noise but no strong seasonal patterns and no long-term growth or declines. And the bar chart shows net sales by the vehicles models, and what is notable is how the close together all the five models are. The model 3 leads slightly and the model X trails slightly, but there is no dominant product. Same story in this donut chart for the sales channel, website, showrooms, flat and the phone sales are all within the percentage point of each other, because the revenue is in the balance across products and the channels, and so there is no signal area here need to be fixing. So in this pages the understanding is about like 24.6% is the cancellation rate, whereas I'll dig into over the next few pages, and I have decided to slicer here and the customer segment, so no whole page is interactive. For example, like if I've filtered to provide the private buyers, select the slicer life, and you can see like every visual on the page update together. So click and let's moves to the other our pages is like customer analysis, which is the key finding health like sales are evenly distributed across the states and age groups. Example like here is given like 6 state in overall Australia within like 50% about on each other. Average order value by age group is also the flat, so no single age group is stand out, and this stack bar is also more interesting. It breaks down over the total orders by the customer segment split by the new versus returning customer. And what I found is that by the customer segment split by the new versus returning customer, what I found is that the returning customers make up roughly the same share and they spend roughly the same amount as the new customers across the every segment. Normally, like we had expect loyalty to translate into the bigger orders, but that's not nothing here, and that's the missing opportunity with flashing. So the improvement opportunity on this page is to build locality or trade in the incentive is to convert the return customer into the higher value repeat the buyers rather than the average one. Finally, this chapter approach shows the base price as in the battery range color by the model, and it shows the pricing tracks the vehicles, especially mainly the battery range rather than anything else. Let's move to the other slide, which is a discussion about our product and the channel performance. In this one, where I found like generally an even pattern in the whole set data set by body types like SUV and the sedan, which are each sale is about 8,000 unit versus where is the lowest one truck is around the 4,000 unit. So Sabre truck only sold about 4,000 units. That's too low. So that's the roughly is like a 2 to 1 gap, and it is calculated signals in the data that something is different about the product line. And let's discuss about the color performance. Shows like a solid black and the deep blue is the most popular ultra returning trailer behind. This method is also a heat map showing delivery stars broken down by the sales channel set from the light to drag by the order count. The setting is fairly uniform and no channel is stand out and having the more cancellation than other. Discount rate it's in the flat by the 1% across all the customer segments. So clearest improvement opportunity on this page is the cyber stock worth investigating whether there is pricing ability or awareness issues. Let's move to the other slide, which is discussing about our operation, which is the last page, and it is the one of the strongest inside lives. This donors shows the order splits are almost exactly even across the cancel, deliver, in production and pending, and each other like 24 to 26%. The line chart tracks the cancellation rate by the months across the full 2 years between 2025 to 2026, and it bounces between the 20% to 30% monthly with no improving trend. And so the with no upward or downward trend, so it's not improving, and it is consistent systematic issues. This heat maps breaks the delivery status down by the payment method, and again the setting is even. Bank transfer, car loan, credit card, and the lease all look similar, so payment method is not driving cancellation either. Combined with everything on the earlier pages, this tells me the cancellation rate is a structural process level issue, not one channel or the segment. That means the flex likely needs to be happening on upstream in production scheduling or the approval rather than in the sales or customer services. uh, the last part is the conclusion and the recommendation. There are the three key areas for the business to focus on. This the first one is the cancellation rate. The first is around 24.60% cancellation rate. It is the one of the most important operational issues should be investigated further to understand the reason behind this cancellation. The second one is the customer loyalty. It can be like the customer are not spending significantly more than the new customers, which suggest an opportunity to extend the customer loyalty, target incentives, and the trading programs. The third one is Cybertruck gap. The third Cybertruck sales are around like a half volume of SUV and the sedans, so the business will be investigate whether pricing ability or the customer demands is contributing to this gap or no. So overall, this analysis will shows how the Power BI can transform sales data into clear business insights and support better decision making. And that's my analysis. Thanks so much.